Hi everyone and welcome back to the GCSE Maths series. Today we're going to be taking a look at exam style questions for our gradient of the line topic. Before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to Maths Uni because I am using their worksheets today. And also, if you have not watched my revision video for this topic, I strongly advise you to do so because it is very insightful and will help you so much before attempting this. Use these exam style question series videos to consolidate your knowledge so that they commit to your long-term memory, and that is the best way to approach maths. Okay, now getting started with a question like this, we're asked to find out the gradient of this line L. So before we get started, what we need to do is we need to find two coordinates on the line which ideally match up on the graph. So we have our 0, 3, and what I mean by match up on the graph is that they meet at exactly one vertex, and it's a clear coordinate that we can write down. See, like a coordinate like this is very misleading because we don't know exactly where it is, whether it's halfway, whether it's 6/10 of the way through the line or the square, sorry. So pick 2 points which are very clear and show an exact coordinate just for our own ease. Now I'm going to pick these two out, and obviously it does not matter which way you conduct this in, but remember from our revision video the formula for gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So labeling these, we have x1 y1 x2 y2, and remember gradient tells us exactly how steep the line is, so it is a measure of how quickly the y's change in comparison to how quickly the x's change. So conducting our formula now, we have minus 1 minus 3, and we have minus 1 minus 0. So in this case, we have minus 1 minus 3 is going to be equal to minus 4, and minus 1 minus 0 is going to be equal to minus 1. So our gradient is going to be 4. So moving on to the next question, we have to work out the gradient of this line. So it's very similar. I'm going to pick out two coordinates once again, which very clearly line up. I'm going to do 3 and 2 and 1 and 1. So we can have 1 and 1, 3 and 2. Again, it doesn't matter which way you write this in, as long as you label them correctly. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So we have 2 minus 1 over 3 minus 1, which is equal to 1 over 2. So the gradient of this line is a half. Moving on to the next question, we have find the gradient of the line that passes through minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3, 10. So first things first, we label our coordinates and say x1, y1, x2, y2. And then using our formula for gradient, we say that y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is our gradient. So plugging in our values, we have 10 minus minus 2 over minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus minus 1. And in this case, this is going to be 10 minus minus 2. That's going to be 10 plus 2 because the minuses cancel out. Then minus 3 minus minus 1 is going to be minus 3 plus 1, which is going to be minus 2. Hence, the gradient of this line is minus 6. Moving on to the final question, the line AB passes through 2 points, A minus 2k and 4, 8. The gradient of AB is minus 2. Now remember, we attempted a similar question to this in our revision video, so please check that out. So first we start by labeling our coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2. Using our formula, so we say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And remember, this is an expression, or the formulas are an expression for our gradient. So we know at some point for some values of y2, y1, x2, and x1, the gradient will be equal to minus 2. So plugging in the values that we do know, we have that 8 minus k divided by 4 minus minus 2 is equal to our minus 2. Now, what we do is we first simplify our denominator by saying 8 minus k over 4 minus minus 2 is going to be 4 plus 2, which is 6, is equal to minus 2. Now, if you don't know how to move to the next step, I strongly advise you to go to previous videos in the series where I really break down the know-how of doing this type of working out. But what we do is we times through by 6 on both sides, so we get 8 minus k is equal to minus 12. Now, plussing through 12, no, sorry, what we're going to do in this case is minus 8 through both sides. So we get minus k is equal to minus 12 minus 8. Minus k is then going to be equal to minus 20. We times through by minus 1 and get k is equal to 20. Okay, that's going to conclude today's video of exam style questions on the gradient of a line. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have consolidated your knowledge and really mastered the topic. As always, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.